As I've heard very recently, somebody told me you have been here 11 times already.
Yes. I wonder who would have told you that.
Yes, I wonder too. Now, you're part of this team and you know all the people very well. Do you remember the very first time you went to Wijk? Because it was not job related, right?
It was not job related. I was 15, 16 years old, so it was a long time before.
Oh, not that long.
Quite a long time. I came here the first time in 2005. I came with my mother from Luxembourg. I was a chess player, of course. I was a chess fan. And I was quite good friends with the sister of Shahriar Mamedjarov. And he was playing here in the A group, I believe it was called at the time. His sister Zainab was playing in the C group. And the younger sister, Turkan, who was my friend, she was not playing. So I came here to hang out with her a little bit and just see the tournament. And I have very special memories from that first visit.
So you didn't even play? You were just hanging out here?
Just
taking in the vibes and everything?
Have a look.
Oh, nice.
So that was the first visit. The second visit was also as a chess fan in 2010. I was in university by now.
5 years later,
I came with a friend. We drove from Strasbourg. We spent a weekend here, had a look. Back then I already was making some steps. I remember I did a couple of interviews, I believe, with Europe Czech at the time. Then 2016 I was working for Chess24, and since 2018 I've been part of this wonderful team here.
Nice. How much has changed in 20 years? I mean, people can say since 1938 a lot has changed, obviously. But for you, you were here already. You were walking down at the beach maybe even once or twice. You see the hotels, the playing rooms, the vicinities, all of this. What has changed the most?
I mean, my memory from 2005 is getting a little bit blurry, but
That's
something back then it was still the chorus tournament. So that's when the branding was red. It wasn't blue yet. But some of the restaurants are still the same. I remember in 2005 that I ate at a Turkish restaurant that's right here outside the door, the FS restaurant. So that was already here. And I think one of the nice things about this tournament is that Wijk as a village, and you know that a lot of things don't change, and I think that's kind of nice in this fast-paced world that we live in these days, that when you come here it's a little bit like time has stood still in some ways. Of course, in the tournament hall, you know, there are all these latest developments with technology, and Leonard and Mano and their team, they're really leading the way. I think with this year we have new screens on the board and everything is done every year. I think the experience for the spectators goes up a notch, and I think that's great.
I catch up this in a moment. I just wanted to quickly ask you, if you have been here 11 times, do you remember where you were staying? Was it always a hotel, or did you sometimes just travel back and forth, or an Airbnb or something?
I mostly stayed in hotels, and one year I was sharing an Airbnb with Leonard, who is over there. I think you also interviewed him, so people will be here. With Leonard and with another friend who was working on the camera team, the three of us. So that was another very special year, a fun memory to share a house with friends. Yeah,
Leonard and Manuel, they are really, really working hard for so many years now to get some more developments here and there, tiny tweaks. And as you mentioned, one of the nicest things is that there's a screen in front of the players where all the viewers do not have to look up and then can just see everything at one go. Who had this? Do you know how this happened? And
I think basically Leonard and Manu are always working. They are always innovating. It's not just the two of them. They have a whole team. There's too many people to shout out individually, but I think they're such a fantastic team because Leonard is one of my closest friends, and we work at a lot of tournaments together, and so I really see his work ethic. He's always, even if he's not we're at a tournament, let's say he's a photographer, he's the DGT board operator, but even when he has some free time, he will be, you know, coding, or he'll be thinking about how can I automate this, or how can I make this better or that better, and so the wheels are constantly spinning in that team, and they keep coming up, you know, with these great improvements.
Yeah, let's see what's up to come in the next couple of years even. Now, since you're doing this since a couple of years already, you're always interviewing some new people who have been here the very first time. This year, I think it was, I mean, there's a couple, like Faustino Oro, I guess. And
Carissa, no, Faustino was here last year.
He was already, my fault,
I think Carissa hasn't been here.
Carissa
Andy
Yip,
Woodward.
yes. Yeah,
hasn't been
2
here.
Americans, yeah.
And other than that, I'm blanking. Maybe just these two. Maybe.
And you've interviewed
and
them?
Daniel Juffa.
Daniel Juffa too,
time.
okay.
Yeah.
Have you interviewed them yet or about to?
Carissa, yes. Daniel, yeah, the three of them I've interviewed. And I think a lot of players, even if they haven't been here, they've heard about this event.
Yeah.
I think everyone in the chess world, hears something. And as the players always say, a lot of players mention this is a tournament I've been following ever since I started playing chess. And it's so nice to see, I think, especially when they come the first time, how much it means to them, to be playing here in Wijk aan Zee and in front of a live audience and in the hall together with with amateur players. And I just think it's a really, really special event.
One last question. How does a day for you look like here? When does it start? When does it end? When are you able to eat something? And how do you spend your evenings? Is it sometimes with the players? Sometimes you just want to be alone? Can you give a little insight about that?
Yeah, so in terms of my work day, I arrive here around 1 o'clock, 1 hour before the round starts. My first job is since this year, that's also a new idea that the team came up with.
Yeah.
We do a little live segment at the start of the broadcast. So I'm in the playing hall and I try to talk to whoever
Jumps
will
in.
talk. Today, for example, before the round, I got lucky. I talked to Carissa.
Exactly,
and
I
Hans.
saw that, yeah.
And yesterday I talked to Jeroen, the tournament director, who explained a little bit about how the players get shows and how come Vasil Ivanchuk is back, and what a pleasure to have him here. And then I just go and sit at my laptop and I follow the games. I listen to Simon and Jovanka, the broadcast, just to prepare for the interviews, because there is a lot of games happening here. And so most of my time is just dedicated to trying to grasp something from each game to prepare for the interviews. And then I do the interviews and my workday ends when the last game ends. And then in the evening, often I will have my dinner right here at my workstation.
Okay.
Because I get hungry quite early. And then in the evening, this year I've been hanging out a lot with Simon, who is a close friend, and it's his first time in Wijk aan Zee.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'll be hanging out with Leonard. Sometimes the players will be there, sometimes we'll have dinner, we might go for a couple of drinks, we might just hang out, have a chat. Sometimes, as you said, sometimes you just want to be alone and you just go back. But there's always something happening here, and it's a very social. I really think one of the things that makes this tournament so special in my heart is that the team really feels like a family, and it's so great to come back every year and to see everyone and to get to hang out.
Well, it's always great to have an interview with you, because you're so full of nice and good energy, and I think this is a big contribution to every tournament you are at.
And maybe the next time we see each other will be in Hamburg.
Oh, very sure, yeah.
Yeah, for the Bundesliga.
Looking forward to that.
Yes, so see you all in Hamburg.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Arne.